Merry Christmas, everybody. It is now officially Vlogmas. Now, this is officially December 1st, 2024, and which means Vlogmas. I tried my best for Vlogsgiving. I made that one up, so I did my best for Vlogsgiving. First time doing a vlog for November. I did some vlogging throughout the month, but my Thanksgiving was great. My family celebrated Thanksgiving yesterday, so on the actual Thanksgiving we just hang at home. I watched the Macy's parade on YouTube for multiple streamers, a lot of people who live streamed the Thanksgiving Day parade from there. So now it is officially December 1st, which means 25 days till Christmas, I think, right? Today's the 1st. 25 days till Christmas. So let's see. What have I not? Let's see. I'm in the middle of making a hat for one of my nieces. Hey guys, I'm back. It's now afternoon. Like I said, I'm making a hat for my niece. I made one just like it for my oldest niece. I started my youngest niece's hat yesterday, and I should be able to finish it today. It's kind of I was going for more so like a traditional beanie hat, but it is looking like a beret hat, so I'm fine with that. So I just started doing hats a couple days ago. I just started randomly crocheting. I'm like, oh yeah. Trying to remember what oh yeah, here's how I do a circle, but how do I keep on going to make it to the decrease? So I looked up how to do a decrease stitch for making a crocheted hat. So I've been making crocheted hats. I'm still in the middle of this one. I used some Red Heart multicolor yarn that's discontinued color. It's like watercolor or something like that. And the yellow is just called bright yellow, I think. Just using whatever yarn I have left over for making some blankets, because I've been crocheting some blankets for my nieces and my nephew for Christmas this year. So I will be doing what I crocheted in the month of November. I don't know if this counts for crocheted in November because it's December 1st, but my goal was to finish it in a day, but I technically started it yesterday mid-morning. Now it's afternoon the next day, so a one-day crochet project is afternoon, which is why you don't see my sweater I'm wearing, Ninja Turtle shirt. Tomorrow I go to my infusion. I get that every 21 days, and I finished. And I also, I think I mentioned in my Vlogmas blog at some point, I mentioned where I paint little ornaments from dollar store, and I give them to my nurses at IV Therapy, and I painted those yesterday. Those are all dry. I just gotta put some yarn through some of the string. I lost some of the little string that came with the ornaments, so I'll just use some scrap yarn and finish those ornaments. I think they're pretty much done. I just gotta tie some yarn around some of them because I lost the little string ties that came with the ornaments. So painted those. I can insert a picture of that as well. For the month of December, I actually posted a video where I talked about reading as many of the American Girl surprise books or Christmas themed books, holiday books as I can in the month of December, and I read Kid Surprise. I've been reading Marie Grace and Cecile's books, so I'm on the last book of Marie Grace and Cecile, so I read Marie Grace Makes a Difference, and now I'm in the middle of reading Cecile's Gift, which I think takes place around Christmas. I think around November, December. So I haven't fully finished that book yet, but I did read Kid Surprise, and that's a really good book. It's a classic book. I actually started with Meet Kit, and then Kit Learns a Lesson, but I read that a couple of days ago. Let's see, I really liked Kid Surprise. Kit is one of my favorite historical characters, actually. I really like Kit. He's one of my favorite historical characters. I love all the historical characters, though, but Kit's one of my favorites. So, Kit's book starts Kid Surprise. Spoiler, if anybody's not read Kid Surprise, then I will give you I'll wave my hat when I'm done talking about spoiling Kit's book. Kid Surprise is the third book in the original Kit series, and it's a really good book. So at the beginning of the book, it's December, and Kit and her best friend Ruthie are walking to the movies, and in Kit's book, with a lot of American historicals, they're Kit's based during the Great Depression era, the 1930s, and Kit and Ruthie are walking to the movies, and Kit is embarrassed of her dress because her mom had to sew a rickrack on it, and she was embarrassed about her jacket, so she was embarrassed. But when they went to the movies, they watched the movie, and Kit liked Amelia Earhart in the movie reel, and Ruthie liked whatever movie they saw, so Kit, oh boy, Rachel, come on, I've read Kit's book so many times, oh well. Oh, I also read Ruthie's story as well, but anyways, Kit's Surprise, Kit's family has boarders, or like a boarding house situation, so her family is doing that, and so, Kit comes home after the movie. She feels bad about going to the movies, that she didn't pay for her movie ticket, Kit and Ruthie shared her popcorn with Kit, but still, so when they get home from the movies, Kit starts work on her chores. They said that they were knitting scarves for their dads with they were using yarn. They were unraveling old sweaters, and using the yarn from that to make scarves for their dads for Christmas with two of the lady boarders who are nurses, so they were working on that. So the day after Christmas for Kit and Ruthie, they do a special day. Like every year, like every day after Christmas, 26th, they do like a special day every year. They go like to a tea party thing with a nice dinner thing and a movie thing. And this year, Kit is unable to because of the Great Depression and that happened. So she feels bad. But so hey, Ruthie, she gave Kit her old Christmas dress as a gift, and Kit was upset and embarrassed that Ruthie offered her old dress, but they got into a tiff. They argued, but so Ruthie didn't talk to Kit for a while, and so Kit wanted to apologize to Ruthie, but Ruthie gave Kit the cold shoulder and just ignored her. So Kit's Uncle Hendrik, I think they call her great Uncle Hendrik, because it was her mom's uncle, so her great Uncle Hendrik technically, he needed help with stuff. So Kit goes over to his house every single day after school and then all through Christmas break. And Uncle Hendrik's not a nice guy in Kit's book. She doesn't really like him. And then Uncle Hendrik's dog, Inky, oh boy, he is mean dog in the book. So every day, instead of taking the car or to the street car and Uncle Hendrik gives Kit a nickel every day for the streetcar, but Kit saves that money instead to give to her mom for Christmas to pay the bill, pay the electric bill, which is really nice. So around Christmas Eve, so every single day, besides saving her streetcar money from Uncle Hendrik, she also saves her other nickels and things from that Uncle Hendrik would pay for the laundry, not the laundry, but the shoe shiner to shine his shoes, and for a few other things. And Kit shines his shoes and did other things. And so Uncle Hendrik kept the nickels that Uncle Hendrik would usually, so he paid Kit for doing different work things, so Kit saved up enough nickels to give to her family for Christmas to pay the electric bill. So, and still within that going on, Kit is still, Ruby isn't talking to Kit. Kit can't call Ruby because they don't have a phone no more. They're Great Depression, they had the phone disconnected. So anyway, it is now Christmas Eve. Kit is excited to go home, and when she's ready to go home, it snows, and Kit gets snowed in at her Uncle Hendrik's, and she calls Ruby, saying, "Hey, I'm stuck at my Uncle Hendrik's house. Can you let my mom know?" And that happens. So the next morning, Christmas Day, Ruby and her dad come and get Kit. They save Kit from Uncle Hendrik's house the next morning. Then they have Christmas. Kit gives her dad the scarf that she knitted, and then Kit gives her mom the handkerchief of nickels so that they can light the Christmas tree. And then Kit's mom gave her a Scotty dog pin, and then Kit kept the dress from Ruby, of course. And then Ruby gave Kit a homemade Amelia Earhart doll. And then while Kit was helping Uncle Hendrik every single day, whenever Uncle Hendrik took a nap, Kit would write a story about, like, she made up a story. And if we don't know, anybody who doesn't know, Kit, she likes to type out, oh, come on, Rachel, I should know this. I've seen the Kit movie so many times. She wants to be a news reporter when she grows up, and she would write little newspapers on her typewriter for her dad. And so she always liked doing that. So she goes and writes a story for Ruby when Sterling, who's staying at Kit's house, Sterling, goes to Kit's school, and he's friends with Kit and Ruby in the series. So Sterling drew a picture of Ruby and Kit as Ruby as a princess, and Kit as Amelia Earhart, and Kit wrote a story all about Princess Ruby because Ruby likes fairy tales and whatnot. And so Kit gave Ruby the storybook that she wrote for Ruby for Christmas. And then one thing that's happening throughout Kit's third book is that Kit's house is going to be taken away if they don't pay the mortgage. So this is where Kit's friend Ruby's book, Really Truly Ruby, comes in, which I've actually read for the first time. So I'm going to keep on talking about the books that I read, you guys, just so that I can keep this video going, because I don't know what else to really do for Vlogmas Day 1 while I crochet this hat. So in Really Truly Roofie, Kit and it is the day after Christmas, and Ruby comes over with a big crate of apples. And she said that her family got some apples from a family member, and they had a whole bunch of apples. That they got apples from like a family member or church situation, and Ruby wanted to share a big crate of apples with Kit's family in the Borders. So Kit is very excited about that. And so it is the day after Christmas, and Kit and Ruby figure out a way for them to have their special day after Christmas after all. And what Kit did is that she told Ruby to make sure that everything that they did for their special day was free. So they went window shopping, they played, so they went window shopping, they went over, they had a picnic, they just had a fun time in town, and they did a lot of fun stuff. And then they get home, and turns out that and then also happens that Kit's dad has a job where he has to take 2 people to Florida. I only read Really Truly Roofie once, you guys, so I'm trying to remember everything. So Kit's dad will be back on December 2nd. And so somehow, after their special day, Ruby drops off Kit and her mom at their house, and then Ruby and her mom goes to her dad's job, which is at the bank. And while she's spinning in the spinny chair, she stops herself from spinning the spinny chair, and she sees a folder that says Kittredge on it, and she accidentally saw it, and it said that the mortgage was due at a couple of days instead, on December 31st, not in January. So there was a total misspoken information on the Kittredge's mortgage thing. And so Ruby, she figures out a way to tell Kit. Ruby figures out a way to tell Kit. Ruby tells Kit about it, and so Ruby is trying to figure out what to do. And so Ruby figures out an idea. She says, well, Kit, I got $10 from my grandparents for Christmas. We can go to the train station and get 2 tickets to go to your grandma or to your aunt and get some money from your aunt. And so Kit said, okay, if that's a good idea, Ruby, okay. But so the time came for Ruby went to the train station. She's waiting for Kit. And then instead of seeing Kit, she sees Kit's older brother, Charlie. And Charlie says, hey, Ruby, this isn't gonna work, Ruby. I'm here to take you home. I'm shutting this down. But, Ruby insisted on going, and so Charlie went with Ruby on the train, and they go on this big, long, triumphant, heroic adventure, and finding Kit and Charlie's Aunt Millie, and they find Aunt Millie, and they get the money from Aunt Millie, and they're able to get the mortgage paid in time before Kit's dad comes home, and it turned out great in the end. They went on a great triumphant journey, and it was a good book. I've never read Really Truly Roofie before. I have the doll, I have the book, but I haven't ever read it from start to finish. So this is my first time ever reading Really Truly Roofie. It was a great book. Okay, so I'm gonna wave my hat now. I'm all done talking about the books now, you guys. So, I really like those books. So that was fun talking about the books, you guys. I never read Really Truly Ruthie before. It was fun to read it for the first time because it actually happens right after book 3. Because in the chronological order of the American Girl books, the original 6 books is Meet, Learn the Lesson, Surprise, and then Happy Birthday. But in Kit's Surprise, it happens Kit's Surprise, and then it goes into Really Truly Ruthie, which is really cool. So that was a really good book. I love Valley Tripp's books. I think my favorite American Girl historical books are the ones where Valerie Tripp writes. I love her. I love her American Girl books. I think she's written the most American Girl doll books that I think anybody in the American Girl doll book. All first side of things that have written American Girl doll books, Valerie Tripp has wrote probably the most. Anyways, I love Kit and I love Ruthie. I'm such a big fan of American Girl, you guys. I'm passionate about talking about the different books. So, I read those books. I kind of did like a little bit of a review of those books. For anybody who hasn't read the American Girl doll books in a while, check them out. They're awesome. So let's see. I read those books. I want to read as many as the American Girl holiday books as I can, like Christmas books / Hanukkah books, because I know that there's a couple of historicals that are, anyways, Jewish. Anyway, so I'm having fun crocheting this hat. This isn't a pattern or anything. I just started, like, hey, I want to try and make something. Let's see what happens. I went from trying to make a granny square, like, okay, I'll just make a hat and see what happens. And so I'm now on my second hat. I made a hat just like this for my oldest niece. So now I'm making one for my youngest niece to match her big sister. So I'm making the hat a little bit big for my youngest niece, because I'd rather it be too big than too little. So that way, the yarn I'm using is the Red Heart Super Saver yarn. I'm using the first color is a multicolor yarn. You can use whatever multicolor yarn you guys want. And then this is a solid yellow color, also Red Heart Super Saver yarn. So yeah, the stitch I'm using is just a single crochet. I could do a tutorial if you guys want. It's nothing fancy. I just remembered try to remember everything that I've been taught about crocheting. Like, here's how you do it, Rachel. Like, okay, so what do I do now? After I get it to as big as I want, how do I make it go into the hat size? Like, how do I decrease it though? I looked up how to do a single crochet decrease, and I figured it out from there. Originally I wanted it to be a traditional beanie, but the hat took on a life of its own. In theory, I wanted it to be like a beanie, but it's more like a beret. But it's fine, my nieces don't mind. Plus, reminds me of Molly's. American Girl Molly's beret. So, anyways, when you crochet, you go for one idea and it turns into something totally, you have an idea to make something, and then you go to crochet, it turns out something totally different. And the only way to compare that is with music. Hunter Hayes, when he was getting ready to do music, he first went in to write a happy song. And then he ended up with Invisible. So that's the only comparison I can make to my hat. Is that you go in, trying to make a beanie, you get a beret. But it's a hat. And Invisible is my favorite song in the whole wide world. So, I heard rumors that maybe Hunter might redo Invisible, like in a Lost and Found kind of thing. I'd be so excited if he did. So, okay, yarn, work with me. Hopefully I have enough yarn to finish this hat. Actually, I should try it on because the last time I did, it worked. Let once I get done with this bit of yarn, I should be able to finish up the hat. I wanted to finish it in a day because I started it on the 30th, but I wasn't able to finish it in a day because I got tired and I went to bed like I usually do. So hopefully I can get done with this and I can give it to my niece. Also too, my oldest niece's hat is just all the multicolor, and then my youngest niece's hat is yellow. But if they both switch off, it's a hat, same exact hat, but different color at the bottom. It doesn't matter. The girls will like it no matter what. Although, they can tell right away which hat is whose, which is nice. Which I did not intend that to happen. I ran out of the multicolor yarn, and I grabbed whatever yarn I had left over from making the blankets and the first hat. So, I also made an amigurumi thing. I call it a strawberry. I can grab it for you guys here in a minute once I finish this hat. Shouldn't take too long, actually. Let's see how this looks. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. Oopsie daisy. Bad yarn. Okay. Oops. Oh well. So yeah, I read Kid's Prize. I read Rachel Ruby. I started reading a Kirsten mystery, but I never finished. I only got like 2 pages in or 3 pages in, and I fell asleep. So I got tired. I read when I go to sleep. Whenever I go to bed, if I don't play on Webkins on my phone, then I read on my phone. And I started reading a Kirsten mystery. I forgot which one it was, but it takes place shortly after Meet Kirsten, apparently. I don't think it takes place. Yeah, it takes place shortly after she's been in Minnesota for like a few weeks. That's all I remember of the book. I got like 3 or 5 pages in, so I don't know exactly what happened in the Kirsten mystery. I only read like one or two of the American Girl mystery books. I never read them all. Well, I read some of them. I gotta read them though. I think there's any chronological order of the American Girl mysteries, but I never read them all. I want to now. I'm gonna finish this hat off camera. I'll show you what it looks like. Yes, Mr. Man. Auntie hears you. Oh, really? Did you find your foot? You take off your sockies again?
Yeah.
Did your brother take off his sock?
What happened, my phone?
I don't know what time it is, but update on the hat. I made it too big. I've had to pull out a whole lot of the yarn. I had to pull out a lot of it while I tried it on I started trying to finish it off. Like, wait a minute, this is way too big. So I have it on like this, sort of like this, to figure out when to close it. So I got frustrated with my hat, with the hat for my niece. I got frustrated with this. I took all that yarn that I started using to finish it off, and I'm now making a little amigurumi thing. I made a little amigurumi strawberry thing on Thanksgiving, but now I'm just playing with my scrap yarn and I'm making a little amigurumi thing. Since I figured out how to make a hat, I'm just playing with my yarn scraps, and I'm just using my little yarn scraps to kind of just play with it, because I've been crocheting for a long time, but I mainly make granny square blankets, and I know how to make scarves, but I'm like, okay, I'm getting burnt out. I'm making granny square blankets, and I have all this scrap yarn. Like, well, maybe I can make a cute little amigurumi thing. A lot of people I watch on YouTube make amigurumi, so I'm like, okay, I can figure it out just visually and just making it up as I go. So I'm just crocheting this little amigurumi thing. It's pink yarn season, some leftover pink yarn. I don't know what this is gonna be. I'm just starting off a little amigurumi thing Yeah. So I'm just making this up as I go. I got frustrated with the hat. So I'm like, okay, I'm getting frustrated. I just want to get some of these scrap yarns taken care of. I just want to crochet something that is not a granny square blanket. Like, okay, well, I got enough yarn to make a little amigurumi thing. So I got, working with pink, I got some brown, no, not like, it's like a grayish brown color, and a baby blue. I have some yellow that was on the hat, but it's all rolled up into one big thing of yarn right now as I unraveled the hat. So I'm just making it up as I go. I don't know what I'm making. I don't know what this is gonna like be like, as far as no animal has been assigned to this amigurumi thing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just making this up as I go. I'm just crocheting however much I want and just gonna make a cute little amigurumi thing. Yeah, if anybody in the crocheting world, give me some tips of amigurumi. This kind of just looks like a little strawberry again, so I'll come back to you guys when I'm done with this little thing. So yeah, I got frustrated with my hat, but the hat was biggie for my niece. I got my coffee. So I got that taken care of. I'll probably work on my hat tomorrow. I got infusion tomorrow afternoon, as my eyes, as my vision kind of like has a hard time with crocheting as it gets darker, but some projects frustrate me where I can't see what I'm doing. So I switched from the hat to making a little amigurumi thingy. I'll see what this comes out as. I'm still watching Crazy Steals and Deals coupon video, so I'm having a nice time right now. So I'm just having fun, just crocheting a little amigurumi thingy. Hopefully it'll turn into an actual animal and not another strawberry. So catch you guys later as I figure out what to make this little amigurumi thing. It's like 5 something. It's time for medicine. So, got the medicine done. Dogs are going bananas, and I am still confused with the newspaper because I'm watching Crazy Deals and Steals, and she says I got no coupons in the paper for Sunday, and I watched another lady, I think, Savvy Coupon Shopper, and she said that there's coupons in the paper today, so I'm like, I am so confused. So I hope that there is coupons, because I heard that there's coupons for CoverGirl, and just about every single week there's a CoverGirl deal that's like a moneymaker. So I'm like, okay, cool, CoverGirl moneymaker, I need that because I can get the cheap little eyeshadow stick thing and use my coupon and use my store coupon and get it at CVS for moneymaker, buying 2. Use the digital coupon for the other one and use my store coupon and get it for a moneymaker and get the $4 or $5 reward and use it towards Christmas things. So I'm like, okay, Luna, shush it. The dog was going crazy, and yes. So there's that deal. That's always a fun deal for everybody who coupons at CVS. If you're new, there's a lot of people I watch on YouTube who does all the same deals, but yeah, just the usual. Buy 2 CoverGirl makeups, get $5, $6, whatever reward, and get it for like free on Moneymaker. So that's always fun. But for me, I like the deals that no one really talks about, or just deals just like in general. For it, oh, here's an example. As we know that there's always a spend 30 deal all the time, like a spend 30, spend 20, sometimes even a spend 45 deal, get back a $10 for spend 30, spend 20, get 5, or spend $45, get back 15 in CVS rewards. My favorite ones are different things for like kids' toys, especially during the holidays, like for Christmas and Hanukkah or whatever else you guys celebrate. Always look at the yellow tag for the CVS deals and store to see if, go down the toy aisle at CVS to see if any toys are included in that spin scenario deal, and if so, good time to get toys for if you have kids, nieces, nephews, family members who have kids, whatever it is. Stack that with a CVS store % off coupon, because the % off coupon takes off regular price items, and a lot of times the toys on the CVS promotion are always full price, and if it's spend $30, get your toy total to $30. Use your CVS % off coupon and get a little bit of money off. Then you get $10 in rewards. Makes the toy a better deal. So that's my tip for couponing, you guys. I don't coupon like majorly as a lot of couponers do online, but I go to the store here and there. Having chronic illness, I try to go to the store, and whenever I can, whenever I can, just like a little bit of money I have, like any little extra money I have in my purse, I might run in CVS reward, get a free deal, and use my rewards for next time. So I might do a little bit of in-depth coupon video, because the way I coupon is very different from everybody else in the couponing community. There's a whole bunch of people who do coupon on a regular basis, and I try to coupon whenever I can. But yeah, that'd be a fun video to do for Vlogmas. That should be fun. Actually, a long time ago, I had an idea for a video series called Couponing with a Disability, because anybody can coupon. Like, so I had this idea back in 2020. Then the world shut down and I couldn't do those videos. But now it's 2024, almost 2025, and I want to do those videos now. So why not? It's almost a new year. I think I might do that. Don't hold me to it though. So let me just finish up my medicine, and I'll get back to what I was doing.
Yeah.
Messing up my thingy. I started the video now, Bubba AI. Okay guys, so my brother has this funny app called AI character thing, and I'm trying to argue with the dog.
Hold on, partner. You're trying to argue with a computer character? That's mighty strange. What the hell kind of app is that?
Okay, now say it when you're ready.
Okay.
You ready to talk to it now?
Okay, yes, I'm gonna talk to AI dog.
It's Bubba.
Bubba's my brother's dog, so this is gonna be funny.
And he's a dumb redneck dog.
He's a dumb redneck dog.
So I gave him a dumb redneck personality.
Yep.
Okay.
Hi, Bubba. Let's do a video for YouTube.
All right, partner. Let's do a video. But what are we going to do? What's the video going to be about?
Well, I'm doing a vlog counting down to Christmas.
Christmas blog, huh? Sounds like a mighty fine idea, partner. I'm all for counting down to Christmas. But how do you figure I'm going to fit into all this?
Just do what you do now, Bubba. I'm talking to you on the phone while I record.
All right, partner. I'll do my thing. Just point that camera at me, and let's see what happens.
All right. Say hi to the camera, Bubba.
Okay, partner. Let's give it a go. Hi, camera.
Say hi, YouTube.
Yeah. All right, partner. Here we go. Hi, YouTube.
Awesome. So how's your day going, Bubba?
Oh, same old, partner. Naps, eating, barking. Just a regular day for a dog,
Wonderful. Have you seen any traces of Santa yet? It's only the first. Any reindeer?
Nah, partner, I haven't seen a single trace of Santa or his reindeer. Not a one. Not yet, anyway. I reckon he's still getting ready for Christmas, you know?
Oh, definitely. This is so much fun.
She's talking to a dog.
Glad you're enjoying yourself, partner. I'm just happy to play my part, you know?
Hey, Bubba.
Yeah, partner. What's up?
Are you cute?
Well, partner, I reckon that's a matter of opinion. Some folks might say I'm cute as can be, while others might say I'm just a big old bully. But I personally think I'm damn adorable, you know?
Are you a tough pit bull? Are you badass?
You bet your ass I'm a tough pit bull, partner. I'm as badass as they come. I ain't scared of nobody, and I'll take on anyone who messes with me. I'm a true American pit bull, through and through.
Do you like drinking beer, Bubba?
You bet I like drinking beer, partner. What self-respecting pit bull doesn't? Nothing better than kicking back with a cold one after a long day of barking and running around.
Do you like smoking cigarettes, Bubba?
Sure do, partner. A good old cigar or a nice smoke every now and then, I ain't gonna turn that down. It's a nice way to relax and take the edge off, you know.
Well, there goes sending this clip to Grandma. Making it Grandma Fruit for YouTube.
Sending that clip to Grandma, huh? You sure she's gonna like seeing a dog like me smoking a cigar? Might
Nope.
give her a heart attack or something.
Oh, definitely. Oh boy. I might edit that part out. But anyways, Bubba, I've been having so much fun talking to you. What's your favorite color?
Well, partner, if I had to choose a favorite color, I reckon I'd go with red. Just something about that bold, fiery color that I like. Plus, it goes well with my big old red nose, you know?
Red's my favorite color too, Bubba. I'm recording a video, Mom.
Don't be scared, partner. Sure, my bark may be big, but I'm a big old softy at heart. You got nothing to worry about from me, all right?
Alright, Bubba. Hey, do you like banana pudding? I think I have some left over from Thanksgiving.
Oh, manapri. You're talking my language, partner. I love me some manapri, especially left over from Thanksgiving, when it's all cold and delicious. You want to share some with me?
Sure, I can try and find it in the fridge. There's vanilla wafer cookies on it with banana pudding and bananas.
Well, partner, that sounds just about perfect. Vanilla manapri with banana pudding and bananas? Count me in. Can't think of nothing better than a big old bowl of that goodness.
Tell them we got ham too.
Mom said we got ham too, Bubba.
You're just pulling out all the stops now, partner. Banana pudding and banana manapri is one thing, but throwing in some ham too? Partner, you're spoiling me.
Of course, Bubba. You're our favorite dog.
Tell them it's a ham hock.
It's a ham hock, Mom said.
A ham hock. Now you're talking my language, partner. A big old ham hock is just what I'm in the mood for. Nothing like a nice, juicy, smoky ham hock to satisfy a hungry dog like me.
Alright. Well, I'll let you go, Bubba. Bye-bye. Love you.
Bye-bye, partner. Love ya too.
That's cute.
That was fun.